Hey everyone, it's Yuri. I got some bad news. My AC stopped working. I'm suspecting it's either the compressor, because you don't hear it turning on when I turn on the AC, or it's one of the fuses in the DC-DC converter, which I've been seeing on the forums is a common issue. I went ahead and ordered the fuse already through eBay, but right now we're just gonna get to it and see if that's the actual issue. Oh wow, climate control started working. So this just started working on its own. I don't know where I got this climate keeper unavailable due to system fault. First off, you want to roll down your windows because as soon as we power off the car, you won't be able to get inside. So we rolled down the windows and now we're going to pop the hood. Let's pop the front. So something I'm pretty happy that I purchased right away when I got the Tesla was jack pads. This was thanks to Brandy. She has a Model 3 and she told me that you need jack pads right away. Just get them. If you need to jack up your car, the whole bottom of the car is battery, so this kind of gives you a good solid place to jack without damaging the battery. These are I bought these for $20. And they're a must-have to not damage your $20,000 battery. The middle kind of fits on pretty snug, so I'll just do it in the middle right here and jack it up. And we'll power off the car. You don't want to press the brakes, because that's what's gonna turn it back on. So I already took this panel off a few times, because I was just checking the fuses here. There's 2 fuse boxes, but let me go ahead and start by taking it off. I'm gonna undo some of this gasket here. And it just clips in. It's these clips here. So yeah, I think we got it here. Yeah, there we go. Scary. I'm actually having a lot of trouble getting this off. Most people don't. Well, these guys are pissing me off. If you look on that side, it just comes off. And it goes back on. And it stays on really good. On this side, they glued it in. There's glue all over the bolt. So you can't unscrew it. And you can't take off the rubber. Why would you do that? That's the only way you can get to the battery. Don't want to scratch my plastic though. Yeah, that is frustrating. That is ultimately frustrating. But we got it. There we go. Got 3 clamps. One there. One here. I'm trying to be really careful. I really don't want to drop it in there. Here, let's go ahead and take out this filter. I'll get it out the way. Okay, and this rubber piece was under there. Was under this housing. I lifted up the housing and pulled out this little pin. And I'm just gonna leave it like that. Should be able to lift this up now. Use the front strut. Like that. So right off the bat, I'm missing Let me change the exposure manually. Oh, there we go. Oh, auto. I'm missing a 10 mil. But those are 10 mils, and we're gonna unscrew them. Gone ahead and unscrewed this 10 mil here. I would do it on the other side if there was one. Undoing these tabs real quick. There we go. Alright. And it reveals our 12 volt battery here. So here's the firefighter cable. This is where they cut off the power to the whole car, the high voltage battery. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pull this pin out to the side, and here's our 12 volt battery. We're gonna take that out too. First, we're gonna take this off and disconnect. It's fireman's loop. So as soon as I pulled this pin all the way out, this connector just kind of popped out. So just using a 10. I don't think you gotta unscrew it all the way. What? Nothing. Okay.
I'll make sure you can't touch it.
Maybe let's get a zip tie. There we go. Just zip tied it so it doesn't contact while I'm doing other stuff. All right, now we got it jacked up. We're gonna take off this wheel because the DC-DC converter's behind this mud guard here. My wheels have caps, so I'm just taking those out. I have 21 millimeter nuts on these wheels. Be careful so it doesn't rub. Did they over tighten them then? You think they didn't torque screw them?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's ridiculous, huh?
Oh, this shape's weird.
Yeah. Don't we have a really, really long one?
Okay, so we just finally got one of the Titan lug nuts off.
Yeah, this is ridiculous, the way they tightened some of these.
There you go.
Woo! They did not torque screw that.
Okay.
That was ridiculous.
Oh, dude, the bolt's all worn down.
I hope they didn't get stripped.
Look at it.
I wonder if they already had this problem.
You're gonna be a little crispy white.
Yeah, that's okay. Here's this one. There's 5 of them.
I don't know if I can see this. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Close your eyes so dirt doesn't fall on you.
The battery's getting kind of low.
Hello. So I'm just gonna remove this with the 10 and then use a
T something.
T10.
Yeah, T10.
So I'm gonna use a 10 and remove that, and then remove, I just call it a star 10. So we used the 10 to remove that, and now we're using a T20. It's actually a T20. I think it's pretty hard to do damage to that gasket, so I'm not too crazy worried about it. There we go.
Let's see the number. Oh, it's not good.
Alright, so I bought this Klein Tools voltometer or digital multimeter. This one goes up to 600 volts. Gonna try it out and see if we got any continuity. On my multimeter, I'm gonna turn on to 600 volts because this is 400 volts that goes through the system. And with the multi-tool and with the digital multimeter tool, I'm gonna connect the two. and there's no voltage reading. So it's reading 0 DC power, and this is a DC-DC converter. So there's no DC voltage going through it. Now I'm gonna remove these three. So you just pull these tabs up. Oh, there we go. That one came out good. Well, I'm not too worried. My heater is working. That's the heater one. The one that we're probably thinking is blown is our compressor fuse. And that's this one right here. So I'm gonna try that real quick, because I don't want to disconnect everything if our unit is fine here. Well, we took it out. There we go. Let me see what you guys are seeing here. Do you even see what I'm doing? Yeah. So let's try negative. To negative. If you look, I'm just touching where the bolt was. So negative, I'm sorry, it's sliding. Negative, and then I touch the little insert right there. However, we don't have continuity for the compressor. So yep, we gotta take this module apart. So this back pin is broken on mine to take it off, but what I found out was there's little teeth right here, and I was just using a small flat screwdriver to kind of prop it out, and I kept spinning side to side, and I got this clamp off. I think that should help me pull it out, and I'll do the same on this positive wire. There we go. There we go. Woo. Okay. Well, we got him. Thanks to the help of my wonderful mother. Got these two nice and safe-ish with electric tape. There we go. That's off. So we got them all off. Nice. I'm gonna try taking these coolant hose lines out. I'm gonna mark this one. I'm gonna put the yellow marker on the out, so later we don't get too confused with the in and outs. What does it say right here?
Yeah.
I'm thinking I disconnect both of them, and then, oh, you see it? I taped them. We pull them up here and then like strap it to something.
Okay.
What, should I pull them off by hand?
Yeah.
Let's do the hand first.
Wow.
What?
Like, it's not even moving.
It's not even moving.
Mm.
Wow. Wow. Such a pain.
I like get this in
I'm
there.
just thinking, how am I gonna put them on?
Yeah.
Is that hard to take off, you know?
Because it looks like the tube is bigger on the pipe.
I don't know. Should I do it on the unscrew method?
Don't know.
Yeah. Let me pull on it a little more and just see. Fun fact, it's as equally hard to put on as it is to take on. Well.
Oh, it's leaking.
Oh, I guess not that much. Okay, never mind.
Oh, it's like pulsating.
Not my finger. Thanks.
There you go.
Yo, we did it. Well, that was a pain. It took longer than expected. We lost a little bit of coolant. 13? Yep, 13 for the low voltage. Yeah. Oh, there we go. I just took it off with my hands. 17. So the red one was a size 13. This one's a size 17. Oh, and the bottom one is really long, and it's an actual bolt and not a nut. Okay. Then I went behind this, right? And then when I pushed back in, it kind of created leverage, and I kind of jimmied it out. So I jimmied the top one out. Let's see if that'll give us... Yep. Wow. We are good. Okay, is something holding it? Nope. It's heavy though. Yep. This little thing just gave me enough height for it to be flat for me. Reading on all these Tesla forums, I've been seeing that this fuse being blown is such a common issue. And just looking at this, I can see that it's been worked on. Someone's been prying this open before, most likely to fix that fuse. And another comment that I was reading, he actually said that when he was at the dealer getting something else fixed, he kind of just mentioned that he bought an extra fuse to just in case, because he's been hearing about this issue. The mechanic at the dealer actually said that it depends what version of converter you have, because after they found out that people were fixing it themselves, they made it harder to get to the fuse actually, which I think is ridiculous. It's kind of not right for Tesla to be doing stuff like that. So I got 7 screws that I'm gonna unscrew, and then I'm gonna start trying to get this this gasket maker off. Yep. Got my spatulas here. Got glass cleaner as lubricant. So the modules are on this side. The little sensors that stick out, they're on this side. This is where you got most of the wiring. It's suggested to go on this side because there's less components here, and that'll give us leverage eventually to kind of like jimmy it up and open. I got my new gasket maker here. Ideal for domestic cars, you know, gasket maker. That's what I got. This is a pain. Might try doing it on the floor, to be honest. Okay, there we go. Whew. All right. This seems to be giving me the most results. I'm just holding it up. I'm just going in order and just giving it a little whack. So taking this fuse out was super hard. There's a lot of tension in these little holders, so you just gotta pop it out, but there's literally no place to work. Here's the old fuse. As you can see, boom, boom, nothing. Now on the new one, it's working, yay! And here's the heater one for your heating unit, but it's working for me, so that's it. Now I gotta scrape this stuff off. So I'm
also, having it on carpet is not ideal since it's super soft. You want to go there or over there?
okay. You're right. Why didn't I sand the whole thing then?
It'll take longer, I think. You could sand it once it's a very, very thin layer, but if it's a thick layer, it's not worth sanding. If you have a grinder, like a brush wheel on it, you could do that.
So I tried using some sandpaper, I tried razoring, but it's grooved in here, so it's really hard to get this stuff off. I was too economic with the gasket maker, so we took it off, got it cleaned up with a wire brush, and now we're putting it back on. Okay, just hand tightening these back. My camera died and I got ahead of myself, so I've closed everything up, but my dad gave me the idea that maybe I should leave it open, get the car going, and see if the coolant leaks or anything, make sure that we have a good seal. So that's what I'm gonna do. Hopefully I can just get a little crack view here without having to do much. I undid the mud splash or splash guard, and I can see both of the coolant lines just like this. It would not be able to work like this, but this will work to see if it's leaking or not. Now I'm gonna go back to putting the rest of it together. So to put it back all together, I'm gonna pry this back up. There. And then I'm gonna reconnect that 12 volt right now. And then next order of business is gonna be reconnecting the high voltage battery, that little filter manifold thing. And we should be just about done. I think you should save tightening this ground till the very end, because I'm trying to put the 12 volt back on, and it's you know, it's going through. It said we can undo the ground, or we can just forcefully put this on real quick. It's just so tight. There we go. Alrighty, now I'm hooking up this fireman's loop. Oh, I have to push the clamp back in at the same time. I'm gonna try turning the car on. Please wait while system performs check. So it's checking everything because the car was off. The time just caught up to itself. There we go. We can hear the compressor working. So the compressor is turning on. I cleaned out the inside of this little manifold when putting it in. Matching the top pins was really easy, so I did that last. So I went down, got those bottom lips aligned and shoved in, and it almost like clicked in almost. Like, and then the top ones went in perfectly. Even without the bolt, this thing is on real nice. Alrighty, so here's the outside view here. I put the rivet on, the little plastic rivet back into place. Then I pulled this over the top, put this plastic and this plastic clamp back into place. And now we can go ahead and put the two big covers on top, and we'll be done. Oh, and maybe put the gasket back into place. And while you're in here, you can hook up your low and high pressure lines and check your AC. I can't believe that just happened. My cap fell and got caught right there. It literally could have kept going into the abyss. I'm so thankful. I was like halfway done screwing it on. I don't know how that even happened. Okay, alrighty. And here we have it. Got everything closed up. Gotta vacuum my little work space, my little tool storage area. Now I'm just gonna reapply this little splash guard and we'll be done. Oh, and don't forget to take out your little jack pad. Came in handy.